What was your all-time favorite Halloween costume that you maybe
Mm.
partook in, or you wore, or you imitated someone or whatever?
Do remember in college,
Mhm.
I this was probably the dumb, because Halloween weekend is a thing in college. Those who know. But I guess I dressed up as a. Do you know the Vibras?
Cause
Because
we
we know
know
the
the
Vibras.
Vibras.
Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vibras podcast, aka your favorite podcast. This is your host, Michael Carrasco, and as always, accompanying me, the one and only Juan the Don. So I think today we should just dive straight in. We just hit October, and I feel like October is one of those months that kind of sets up the holiday season in.
Facts.
We got Halloween in about 3-4 weeks. And so one of the topics that came up while we were brainstorming, I think we can call it that, right?
Mhm.
It was inflation and how it affects holiday and tradition in general.
Yeah, the impact that inflation now is having or will have on the upcoming holidays, and also traditions that are also around the corner as well. Um, I'm interested. I'm interested in this topic because we're going through it.
Hmm.
Now and it kind of is funny because our last episode, if you haven't watched that, make sure to go check it out. Makes reference to adulting, and
Right,
I feel like as adults now, we're starting to see or understand inflation, if that makes sense. Not just like because
right.
as a kid, when you're under your parents, you kind of don't really understand it, because you're not really buying anything. I mean, your parents are
Hmm.
buying everything for you. But now as adults, we get to, I guess, see it firsthand. And like I said, if you haven't watched that last episode, make sure to check it out. Check out all our previous episodes if you
Yeah,
haven't as well.
100%.
But yeah, this is an interesting topic. But before we get into this, since we're
Let's go.
gonna
Let's
talk
go.
about traditions and Halloween and everything, I want
Hmm.
you guys to let us know in the comments as well. What was your all-time favorite Halloween costume that you maybe
Mm.
partook in, or you wore, or you imitated someone or whatever? Let us know in the comments down below your favorite Halloween costume, and what are you gonna do for Halloween this year? I know we're like way
Yeah,
out of it,
sure.
but it's October, guys. Come on, spooky
It's
season.
October. We got to get in the spirit,
Yeah.
right? Spooky season. Weather started getting low chilly.
Hmm. What was yours though? What was
Start looking
yours?
forward. For me, man, if I'm being honest, when I was younger, we didn't really celebrate Halloween like that.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
I do remember in college,
Mhm.
I this was probably the dumb, because Halloween is a thing in college. Those who know. But I guess I dressed up as a jock. So I had my wash denims. I had some low tops, and then for some reason I had an old school like bomber jacket. So I
Mhm.
wore that with like a white t-shirt under it, and it looked spot on. I think
Okay.
that's I would say that's like my favorite Halloween I would say costume. Or we can go to where I took a dumbest idea ever. I took a Supreme shirt, filled it up, took like some fake blood, like splash all over it, and wore a ski mask.
Okay.
I think those are the
Creativity.
top two. Yeah, yeah. Not really,
Okay.
but
Well, I think I've talked about one of mine's before. Like one of the it was unintentionally
hmm.
a Halloween costume, but that wasn't my favorite one. It was it was like I kind of just put a fake costume on and made it seem like Romeo, but it wasn't Romeo. But my it's just the if those who know my pink eye situation.
Look
Yeah,
back into our
yeah,
into older
yeah,
episodes.
exactly. Facts. But I'd say my favorite costume. I have. I don't know if you're gonna put pictures up of yours, but I think I had the picture of this one for me. If we could put it up here. It's not embarrassing, but
Hmm.
it's a throwback. But everybody, I feel like everybody went through this Halloween costume phase with this specific character. And it's the classic OG The Rock, fanny
Okay,
pack,
okay, okay.
black turtleneck costume. I actually wore this to a
Wondering.
party of yours, I believe so. So yeah, when I was back in the
Oh
town, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Los Tres Golpes, aka Gogan, whatever we were called. But shout out to
Yeah.
the guys.
Yeah, so I wore that outfit, and this it was easy, easy to put on,
Is he?
cheap as well, which is also something we're gonna talk about with this whole inflation thing. I feel like people
Mm-hmm.
now with their costumes are gonna have to get creative. Not saying that people are broke now with the inflation, but some of these costumes may be a little pricey, which may
Right,
influence your costume of choice.
right, right,
But
right.
also
Agree.
before we get into that, let's talk about one last thing Halloween related, and it's simply
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
what,
yeah.
what's a big memory or a memory Halloween memory you may have when you were a kid or as in college, whatever that is just standing out. Let us know in the comments as well.
Mm. Halloween related?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, so I'll start with mine off. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
I
Go
was a
ahead,
kid. I
start with
remember I was a kid. When I was a kid, I remember I was a kid. When I was a kid, um, I was this Halloween. I was so desperate for candy. I don't know what
Mm.
made me go to the projects to go trick or treating, but that was like the biggest mistake I could have ever made. Because this one guy, I just guess I just knocked on the wrong door, but he ran me off of his porch. He like, man, ain't no candy here. Like, it's like something crazy like that. Oh, and they just ran me off, and that marked me that one time. But also, you know how we get Facebook memories. I got a
Mm-hmm.
Facebook memory recently about it's like I think they said that it was like I don't know. I posted something saying the cops had pulled me over or something. Not pulled me over, but stopped me because I had a Spider-Man mask on. I don't know.
Oh, I remember that. I think we were all
Yeah,
together, bro. It
yeah,
was you, your brother,
yeah,
Noriel, and me, bro.
yeah.
We were messing around with the. Honestly, I think that would be my favorite one because
Yeah.
we were just having fun, kids doing things. I think we were
Mhm.
at somebody's like birthday party, and
Mm.
then we were like, I think we were the older kids, and we're like, damn, what we gotta do? Like, so we put on a Spider-Man mask and we started fooling around. And
Wow.
I guess somebody driving by like called the
Ah, I know where
cops.
it was. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. It was in Delmar. Okay,
In
okay, okay.
Delmar,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
right
okay,
there
okay.
by the state
Okay.
line, boy.
Okay, okay. So it
That
was a
was a
very
good memory.
Yeah, yeah, but it was I guess it was Halloween influenced. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right,
if,
but
if we're
let's get
talking
into
about
this, man.
Halloween influence, I feel like that would be one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a costume, of course.
Exactly, exactly. But like you said, let's get into this. First, let's talk about what inflation is.
Mhm,
Simplest terms, plain terms, I guess. Inflation is essentially when the value of the dollar is inflated, essentially, and things cost more.
mhm,
We're seeing it, right now, especially like groceries, like 3 4 years ago you were able to spend $100. Now you have to
mhm,
pay, it's essentially you spend half of that to get the same items. So that's what I was I would say easiest terms that I can put it. That's what inflation is.
mhm. Yeah, and it's something that you always hear tossed around. You hear it a
Hmm.
lot. But
Yeah.
I feel like we're actually living in it now, and like you
Oh
said,
yeah, we are.
a big part of it is definitely groceries. You
Hmm.
see it in like your daily things that you need that you may need to
Daily
purchase, and
purchases. Yeah.
exactly, and slowly it's like slowly they just gradually go up, and you're realizing like, wait, this is a little
Hmm.
bit more expensive than what it used to be, and then you're ready
Exactly.
there. But the thing is, sometimes it's crazy because it's daily essentials and also things that we need they know you're gonna spend it no matter what. So it's like, and there's nothing you could do
Hmm.
about it that would make them lower it anyway. So it's like people are gonna pay for it anyway. You know what I mean? So gas is a prime example. It's something
Oh
that no
yeah.
matter no matter
Yeah.
how high it is, people are gonna have to put gas in their vehicles. You know what I mean? So
Exactly, exactly. One way or the other, you're gonna have to pay, whatever it is.
yes, sir.
I feel like and this is kind of cool that this episode is right after the adulting episode, and that's one of the things. Like as adulting, because when I was younger, like for example, gas, I'm like I would just pump gas wherever,
Mhm.
whatever was the most convenient for me.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I kind of like, wait, hold on, like over there, gas is like $4. Over
Yeah.
here, it's like $3. Like,
Now
come on, why am
and
I
you know what's funny?
overspending?
No, no, no. You know what's funny? Now that I think about that, you never understood as kids why parents or why older folks had a particular gas station they would go to,
Right,
and this whole time it was
right.
because of the price.
Exactly, exactly what it was. It was
Yeah.
like, Mom, but like we got a gas station down
Mhm.
the corner. She was like,
Mhm.
you should just
Yeah,
sit
you're not
sit
gonna
back,
understand,
sit
bro.
back.
Let me
Exactly,
save 30 cents, bro.
exactly. I mean, it adds up, bro. It adds up.
Yeah, that's crazy,
It's like
bro.
for me now, it's like I do have a literally. I have a gas station. I have two gas stations down the corner,
Mhm.
within like 2 3 minute drive. But I just Sam's Club. It's a whole
Same
dollar
thing.
cheaper,
Like
and
Costco, yeah, same thing.
yeah, exactly.
But let's get into this, man. So we want to talk about the inflation's impact on traditions and holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most, like we were talking about now, the most recent holiday that's coming up now is obviously Halloween. And
Halloween, yeah.
the way I look at it, I think inflation, although we may not think it's going to affect it, I think it may affect it. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the obvious ones is, believe it or not, those candy packs always were
Oh
expensive.
yeah. Oh
You know what I'm
yeah. Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like the
Yep.
variety or whatever.
The
So
variety
just
pack.
imagine
Yep.
how much it would be now. So I'm definitely am curious to see how certain households will be. And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of families um don't partake and giving out
Mm.
candy this year.
Right.
They
Right.
might they might you feel me? They might
I feel like some people might just like, yo, like, what we gonna
they skipping
spend
giving out Halloween candy this
exactly.
year.
No,
Hey,
no. I feel
we
like
gotta
I do
find
want to see
we
that.
gotta find that meme, the Dominican little like it was like no candy, no trick or treat. I was able to find it. They put it on the door, like it's gonna be a lot of those signs on doors, man. No candy
A
here.
l- yep, a lot of porch lights gonna be turned off this Halloween. I'm gonna tell you
Facts.
that.
Nah, it's not something to. I mean, okay, we don't want to be
You
like
hate
oh
to see
dry.
it.
Yeah,
You
you hate
hate
to
to
see it
see
for
it.
sure because
You
it's a
hate to
big
see
part
it.
of your childhood. I ain't gonna lie,
Exactly.
especially as a kid going
Mm-hmm.
the next day to school with that bag full of candy for the
Mm-hmm.
whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Teachers hate. I feel like teachers used to hate after the
Teacher
day after
hate
Halloween or
Halloween.
the week after
Yeah.
Halloween because you got them desks full of candy wrappers, bro.
Yep. Yep.
But not so. In all seriousness, yeah, it's gonna affect childhood memories, especially with the whole candy. Like, man, them candy bags are gonna be a little weak this
Oh
year, man.
yeah. Oh, facts. Facts. They're going for that dollar pack.
No more
Now,
king size candy
no
bars.
more king side candy bars, no more sneakers. You're gonna get whatever the bootleg version is.
Candy corn,
Uh
straight candy corn.
yep. Right, right, right. Nah, I agree. And man, honestly, I feel like a lot of people are what are gonna do is go the day after Halloween and
Mhm,
go get some candy because it's literally like 50% off the following days.
mhm. It's crazy, man.
But but I do hate to see that, like the fact that a lot of kids won't be able to um partake in the traditional, Halloween trick or treating, going through the neighborhood, getting some candy from your
Mhm,
neighbors, and
mhm,
just the family memories. And I feel like inflation definitely will affect that in some sort of way. Either some people, and it's not just the candy. We gotta take. You brought it up at I guess a point earlier
costumes.
with the costumes. So costumes are not going to no I don't think they're longer $5 how they used to be. They're probably like
Mhm.
10 $15, maybe getting closer to 20.
Yeah,
And some people may not be able to afford $20 for a costume, especially if they have multiple kids.
yeah.
So
And
that's
a
that's one
mask.
of the things. And a mask, right, right. But then again, on the other side, some people may get creative. They
Exactly.
may use some older stuff that they
Arts and
have laying
crafts.
around, arts and craft, a little face paint, bam, bam, boom. Then now you got a whole Spider-Man mask. You never know. You never know. But I feel like that the biggest thing is I feel like for is like the kids.
hmm Yeah, facts. And I mean parents as well, because kids don't
Yeah,
understand, so the parents have to
exactly.
explain this. And I don't think they will. They just have to. I feel like they would just have to get their kids some candy, like like
Mm-hmm.
the bucket full of candy. You know what I'm saying? Or something,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
because, but that's part of the tradition. And it's sad that inflation, you see its impact on these traditions. And
Mm-hmm.
the next one at the Halloween, is Thanksgiving. Um,
Thanksgiving, yeah, yeah.
curious to see how Thanksgiving is going to be this year without, with the inflation, how turkey prices are going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean,
They
a
already
turkey
are
leg
outrageous.
alone,
What'd you
yeah.
spend for that little turkey last year? You said.
So I didn't do a turkey. I always
Oh yeah, you said
do.
you did something else, right?
Yeah. I used to buy a whole chicken. It's probably like
So it's cheaper,
$15,
but
for
still,
like a
that might
nice.
be that
Yeah,
might
but
be up
still, it's
there.
still pricey compared
No,
to
I'm
what they
saying, but that
used to
might be
be.
up there this year too, though.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I mean the other when was it like a few days ago? We were by the we had to do grocery shopping, and we were looking at the turkey leg price. It's like $14-15 for one turkey leg.
It's crazy,
So
man.
that kind of that already is kind of telling you it's like, oh yeah, turkey prices are gonna be outrageous this
Yeah,
year.
I definitely would not be surprised to see people, especially the OGs, on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
ranting about turkey prices.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so again,
And
it's
these
just
screens
gonna.
cost me $50. I already see
Nah, but
it.
again, it's gonna make people get more creative as well with their Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
because
No,
now
that's
they're
right.
gonna have to make different plates and figure out
Mm-hmm.
alternatives to Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree. I agree.
But also, look at the bigger picture. Thanksgiving is one of those times where families get together from all parts of the country and all parts of the
Right.
world, different countries as well, flying in. So
Ticket prices, I
ticket
feel. I mean,
prices
we
are very
already seen
expensive.
them. We already seen them. They're
This may be,
crazy.
yeah, but this may be a year where um Thanksgiving may not be as big, like in the family sense, where
Mm,
like some family members may miss potentially a
right.
Thanksgiving, and they might bring flashbacks to COVID, where
Right. Right. Right.
families just did
A
their
lot of
own
people are
thing,
separated. Yeah.
exactly. They just did their own thing at their house because ticket prices are going to be skyrocketing for that time of the year. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's one
And
of
you
the
already
other things
know,
to.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are like the most. That's when flight tickets are the most expensive.
Mhm,
So with inflation, adding it as a factor, they can only go higher. I feel like this year a lot of people are gonna end up driving,
mhm,
especially if they're like maybe like 12 hours away. Some people
right.
may end up driving because it's on the long run. It's a lot cheaper to
But still, though,
drive
with,
back and
with
forth, but
inflation, the
still
gas
expensive.
still, yeah, the gas
It's still
might.
expensive, still more expensive than what it used to be. But I feel like a lot of people are gonna go that route versus taking a flight, especially when you have a big family.
Yeah, yeah, man. This whole situation sucks, man, because it's like one of those things where the time of the year where everybody looks forward to, well, not everybody, but like families and also kids with
Hmm.
the Halloween thing, but families with Thanksgiving, um,
Yeah,
will be affected, due to something that you know could be somewhat handled. I feel like,
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I
but
agree. I do want to ask you, what do you have? Since we're talking about the holidays and Thanksgiving, do you have anything planned for Thanksgiving that is being affected by inflation?
um, I mean, right now, no, but I'm planning. I have plans to go back home. Hopefully,
Hmm.
God willing, to Maryland. So ticket prices, like I said, may be affecting that as well. So we shall see.
Right.
You know, it's all about it. It's all about. I mean, I shouldn't wait. I should buy it now, but you
Right.
know,
Right.
everybody tends to wait. You know, for a couple weeks or a month out to buy the
Yeah.
ticket, and then it's crazy
Well,
price.
that's it. Buy it now.
And well, exactly, but it's crazy because they know what days you're looking at, so they set you up. So yeah.
Facts. 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 I agree. I agree.
But
Now, do you?
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, do you think? I mean, we already know inflation is gonna affect Black Friday.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I mean that's one of the
But
holidays
but I feel
that
like we talked about before though, Black
hmm
Friday is really losing
it's
its
been
fame.
slowing down. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
losing its fame because it's people are realizing that it's really
You can just
not
do it
much of a
online.
discount, but you can also do it online.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
discount is not really what they make it seem to be. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And then the other
It's like
thing,
you pull the little sticker off and it's the same price.
yeah, yeah, yep, yep. And the other thing I was going to add to that is like now with Amazon Prime Day, a lot of people are essentially doing their holiday shopping during Prime Day because they can get things heavily discounted compared to waiting till Black Friday and you know thinking they're getting a deal, but they're not really not getting a deal.
Hmm. Oh, something else that like with Halloween and Thanksgiving that's going to be
Hmm.
impacted is the decorations.
Oh, true, 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 true.
Yeah. People like to go all out for the Halloween decorate. But the good
Hmm.
thing about these things is that people tend to storage them the old ones.
Right, right,
So maybe they
right.
won't be. Who
Yes,
knows?
I feel like some things you can quote unquote like recycle and reuse it for the next year, but there will be something, and this where it may hit like let's say like a new homeowner first Halloween, they'll probably want to go all out, but looking at the prices, it may not be as feasible as they think it will be.
What about come Christmas time, where we're gonna talk about now? Christmas is one of
Mm,
I feel like it's gonna be the biggest holiday will be affected by inflation
100%,
for
hundred
obvious
percent.
reasons.
For obvious reasons, yeah, we already know Christmas like when everybody gets their most expensive,
Yeah.
like I would say like gift. And I feel, and I mean, let's put it to perspective. When we were growing up, a gaming console was what like 200,
Yeah.
250 at most.
Mm-hmm.
Now the minimum that you're paying is three,
That's more than that.
400.
Like six, five,
Yeah,
six,
like yeah,
seven.
like closer to four. And now let's say if you wanted, get like the nicer one, you're looking at like 500 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of kids may be losing out on those opportunities. Um, Especially even like I remember back in the days, we used to get this little RC cars that you could go to like the pharmacy or like CVS, Walgreens, get it for like $10.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are costing now like 20, almost $30.
Man. How about is inflation gonna affect sleep?
Oh, I mean,
Sleepless
listen, you
nights.
have to. I mean, I get it. I get it. Inflation does affect sleep if we think about it because now you have to work harder,
Yeah,
which makes
exactly.
you more tired.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
but
it does.
but Christmas though. I wonder how much more Christmas trees will be.
Mm, facts, facts. I feel like that's the biggest one. That's like
Because
one of the biggest
yeah.
purchase
Well, I
of
mean people
Christmas.
people do save Christmas trees, but like the fake ones.
Right, right. Yes, yes, yes.
But
I
now like
agree
the
with that.
official ones, you gotta probably get a
Like
new
the
one.
fresh cut
But
pine,
how many people
coming
do
from
actually
somewhere.
do that fresh cut like one? Like, come on now.
I feel like it's a very
You gotta have a big
small
house.
now. Exactly, exactly. And you got for me, it's like the biggest thing is the reason why I cannot do one is well, one is space. I live in an
Mhm.
apartment. I have two little trees with decorating. That's it. We've been using those for the last like two Christmases is gonna be the third one. And then two, I have pets.
Mm.
So a lot of people don't go with, like you said, the fake fake
Hmm.
pine tree, and just store them and reuse them, which is honestly it's a smart financial idea because you can use the same tree for 10 plus years,
Mhm.
and you spend that money all at once.
Yeah, nah, but I feel like the toughest thing about Christmas and inflation is gonna be when parents have to explain to the kids why
Hmm.
Santa didn't bring them no gifts this year, man.
Facts. No, I
Yeah.
agree.
Hey, this is
I
kid friendly
agree.
show, so if kids, if you're watching,
Hmm.
have that talk with Santa, man.
It's,
Maybe you're being naughty.
it's, yeah, yeah, but we got to put Santa to work a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting a Rolex.
Damn. Nah, but man,
Nah, but I agree. I
I
agree.
think it's definitely gonna be a challenge, especially for parents.
A lot of parents, yeah, yeah,
Having to deal with priority. We always talk about priorities
priorities, yeah.
and the wants versus the wants. And it's like you know,
Mm-hmm.
how do you explain to your kid that like you have to pay the rent and you can't get them a gift? You
Gotta
know?
get a gift, yeah, yeah. Or if you are able to get them a gift, it may not be the gift they want.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people might adapt the typical Latino
Wait till the
excuse
taxes.
and wait for the tax season.
Wait for the taxes.
Yeah. Wait for them taxes, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
They might
Mm-hmm.
be affected by
You get
inflation
it
too.
then. I mean, come on now. Come on now. But hopefully, by the time we get to Christmas, inflation has calmed down a little bit. There's been, I guess, expectations of
Mhm,
inflation rates to calm down. So hopefully, I'm really want to be optimistic and hope that it does calm down, because
mhm,
I'm looking at it from the perspective, what if I was a parent and during this, I would say, economic environment, and it's like, I want to be able to give my child what they ask for
mhm.
for Christmas, or well, allow Santa, help Santa give them what they want for Christmas.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, inflation. I do want to get know from the audience. So, let us know, what do you guys think about inflation? Have you been affected by inflation? And what are some of the challenges you may see some either friends or family
Mhm,
struggle with during the holiday season when it comes to inflation?
mhm. I mean, and like we said, also like we mentioned traditions, and a lot of
Hmm.
things can fall under those categories. But like, birthday parties may be affected, with
Right.
inflation.
Hmm.
Some parents may have to be like, "Hey, we can't, do you something too crazy, like, something little quick,
Yep.
little birthday, quick gathering." Weddings are probably getting affected drastically by
Oh
inflation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, any major event, I feel like has been affected or will be affected, unfortunately.
Nah, I agree.
And it's
I
one of those
agree.
things where we just have to accept it, accept what it
Mm-hmm.
is, and make the most
Mm-hmm.
of it. I feel like whatever is presented to you, make the most of it, and don't let it affect your happiness. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Inflation is a
Nah, I
bad
agree.
thing, but we can control it and our happiness. So that's the way we gotta look at it. Because when we talked about creativity, that's how people control their happiness. They don't let it dictate
Right.
and affect it. So
Yeah, nah, I agree. I agree. I definitely see during these holiday seasons, I definitely see a lot of people getting a little creative with
mhm.
decorations, figuring out, Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
Same thing for Christmas presents. I do see a
Mhm.
lot of people getting creative, and
Mhm.
you know, I feel like over ever since COVID hit, there's been like, you can do pay for, pay
Mm.
paying for
Yeah.
payments. So I feel like a lot of people are going to utilize those tools if they can, to be able to afford, either Thanksgiving dinner or
Mhm.
some presents for the kids. So at least there's certain things that um, will help mediate the effects of inflation. But I just can't wait to, we're able to, I guess, get back to a normal level. But this is the thing. Inflation is just gonna keep going as far as, long term. Like
Mhm.
$1 now is not worth the same as what it used to be worth 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Mhm. Not facts. Um, and hopefully next year it gets better. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. Like, let's just get through this year, guys. Accept what it is, but also make the most of it, and try to get creative with the limited resources and limited opportunity we have. Um, but yeah, I mean, I want to keep this short and sweet. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
No, I
as you
agree.
guys
I
see,
agree.
Wanda Don is very tired. Unfortunately,
That
guys,
boy needs a Red Bull.
life
Red
is
Bull
hitting me with a
sponsor us.
life is hitting me right now. So,
With the left and the right, huh?
but we're making. Hey, then the important thing is, like I just mentioned earlier, make the most of it, and I'm trying to stay consistent with the podcast and give you
Yeah,
guys
yeah, and I
episodes
agree.
and be there for you guys. Although I have to be up in like 4 hours.
Well, 4 hours. Damn, son. All right, so we I feel like, guys, that way this guy can get some rest. Let us know what you guys think about inflation. Let us know how are you mediating with the whole economic environment that we're living in right now.
Hmm.
Also, if inflation allows it, go cop some of the the Vivres merch. Link will be in the description below. I'm a man of my word. I made it happen, and we got some merch going. So that way you guys can further support. The Vivres. Maybe, just maybe, this kind of still in the thoughts. Maybe whatever we make, we are able to help somebody this holiday season. I feel
Yes,
like
sir.
that's a good way. That's a
No,
good
that'd be
way.
fine. I mean, I definitely
Yeah.
could see us one day doing something back home, nice charity
Mm-hmm.
events and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But everything takes its time, and we have to keep grinding and putting our first foot forward. You
The
know what
word.
I'm saying? So,
Amen to that.
and I'm thankful for you guys. Thankful for everybody that tunes in each and every week. At least if it's one view, it's something.
That's
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So thank you
Yep.
guys for that. Also, those who are liking the video, if you haven't liked this video, please hit that like button now, if you can, and if possible, it's free 99.
Yeah, for 99.
Inflation
like
is in
that.
effect in it. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like
Exactly.
button.
Yeah.
Also subscribe. Inflation is affecting that as well, but it is helping us out. So hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I think there's a percentage there of you guys who are watching
something right there.
that are watching and not subscribed. So guys, please join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure to comment down below your favorite Halloween costume, your favorite Halloween experience, your thoughts on inflation. Also let us know if you agree or disagree with what's going on currently with inflation. We're curious to see your guys' comments and debates. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Please make sure to follow us on all social medias if you haven't yet as well, at YKTV, IBRAS, the Vibras. But as always, guys, as we say here at the Vibras podcast, please remember to subscribe. And let's
buy.
I'm out. The disease.